Okay, this is Funeral Song for John Hurt, aka Requiem for John Hurt. Open C tuning, CGCGCE. So I'm just gonna kind of play like a, I guess, middle of the road arrangement of like many of the different versions of this. So this doesn't exactly correspond to a single recording of it, but it covers all of the riffs though, so you should be able to pick out the different parts. Like that. So I think the original Requiem version starts off on this bar riff, but when he does it live, sometimes he'll start off on the more bluesy riff, and so I just kind of like to start it on that, and so I'm gonna go through that part first. So this opening riff is just hammer on the high E string, second to third fret twice. So you're just going, and so for this riff, the thumb is just alternating between the two C's the whole time. So that's the first little phrase. So the melody of this is, so that little slide there is going on the C, 3 up to 4. And so you just slide that up, strike the G, and then open on that C. So And so the thing about that slide is like the downbeat of that slide corresponds with hitting the C with your thumb. So like, it's just kind of timing wise is a little bit weird because you're like, so doing it really, really slowly. So the right hand is just going, and as usual, try to assign ring finger to the E, middle finger to the C, and index finger to the G there. And so that other stuff is just it's pretty forgiving when you're in that open C tuning. You can kind of just mess around a little bit. Yeah, you can also do it without. You can do it without the slide. You can just go. Or you can do a bend. You know, however you want to do it. So that's pretty much how he does that first phrase, and there's a couple little variations he'll do on it, but that's the main riff, is that little, that hammer on, that double hammer on is. So that's the low part. And so when it's going between those, you know, it'll just do like. So, and that's just keeping your thumb going between the C's and just kind of like, just doing a little, you know, some offbeat plucks with your non-thumb picking fingers. And then he'll go up to the high part, which is, it's all on the E string, it's between the 8 and 6. And then he'll also hit on the C string, the 7th fret, so it's just going. So that is just going on the 8, you're just going. Sorry. So doing that really slowly. So that low part goes back to the little, you resolve with that same little motif that on the C string, slide up from the 3 to the 4. So pretty much the first part of that, how I have it arranged, is just alternating between those two riffs. And then he switches over to the more stately melodic riff that's like, which is, I think, how he starts it on the Requiem version. And so for this little arpeggio, you can bar the 5th fret, and I have my pinky on the G string on the 7th fret, and so I'm just, and so now your thumb will be alternating, instead of between the two C's, you'll alternate between the C and the G string. So for this, I shift my my plucking fingers up 1. So for this part, I don't really use my ring finger for anything. So I'm like, instead just using my thumb to always hit that. And so this is just doing like a little alternating riff like this. And so you strike the E and that 7th fret on the G simultaneously. So doing that really slowly. Sorry. And then you're just doing pretty much that same arpeggio, but you just remove the bar. So you can keep your whatever finger you're using on the 7th fret on the G, and just you start off with that on the 7. So you're going 7 on the G string, down to 5, to 4, 5. So slowly. The 5th fret, 4th, 5th, 7, 5, 4. And so he'll kind of go a little bit, you know, off on that, and it, you know. Okay, we're back. So after he'll do that, And so sometimes I'll just throw like a full roll in there. Something like that. So then he'll kind of, it sounds almost a little bit improvisational. He'll go up like on the same, you're still just on the G, but you'll go up to like the 9. Still doing the same arpeggio with your right hand. And so that's just going 9, 10, 11. And so you can, you can just kind of figure out what notes sound correct on the G. But, and so then he'll, before transitioning back to the bluesier riff, he'll do this little riff. And so this little chord is 3rd fret on the C, 2nd fret on the G. So just doing a little rolling arpeggio. And so that's hitting the 3rd fret on the E. And then that's just hitting the 2nd fret on the C. And so after that, you're back to the thumb between the C's and then the... So that covers most of it. I think you should, you can listen to it. There's some good tabs out there, and if you just listen to it, I think you should be able to figure that out.